What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the shop. Before I get started this morning, I want to say I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. This will be the first video being made since I've been home from work. The last couple were made while I was offshore ahead of time, just kind of keep up with me trying to do one video a week. So this is the first video since I've been home. Got home yesterday or day before, depending on when you watch this. So I believe the last video that I made was me and my son pulling an engine out the junkyard for this thing here. You know, and since that video has been made, I've been doing a lot of reading and stuff I see on YouTube videos and other stuff that I watch or pay attention to. So I see a bunch of people that like to take LS engines and just pull them out of the junkyard, throw a turbo on them, and make a bunch of horsepower. They like to throw, those things. For some reason, I always like to pick Mustangs. So, this is what we're going to do. And no, I'm not putting an LS in this thing. We're going to take this 5.8, because I did find an article. We're going to take that junkyard beast right there, and we're going to just clean it up. See, we're going to clean it up, re-gap the rings, see what we can reuse, throw some boost at it and see what kind of power we can make. Bone stock, bottom end, of course, so we're using the stock crank, stock rods, stock pistons. Definitely have to be doing some clearancing to clear these heads that I have, and just try to keep it as cheap as possible. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to get everything set up. We're going to start tearing this engine down here. See the condition of it. See what I need to replace. See what we can reuse. And we're gonna make some power. Hopefully. But the article I did read, they were using higher dollar stuff, higher dollar heads. It was twin turboed, and they managed to actually make over 1,000 horsepower at the crank on a stock bottom end. But that's like a bunch of high dollar stuff. Low timing. Really high octane fuel. But anyways, we're gonna see what we can do with this thing. So I'm gonna get myself set up, start tearing this thing down, and see what we need to do. Alright, got the wiring harness off, got the upper intake off, got the distributor back out. Yeah, got the fan off. Of course, if you guys watched the last video too, some of that stuff was off already, so taking it off again was real easy. All the bolts were loose. But anyways, yeah, this is as far as we got it when we got out of the van at the junkyard. So now that I'm back at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and get the lower intake off, take a look at the lifter valve and stuff. Hopefully this block has a roller cam and lifters on it, because that'll save us a little bit of money on the lifters and the retaining plates and all that other neat stuff. The article I read, they reused the stock lifters and retaining plates and all that. So I'm going to try to build this thing like, or at least the bottom end, like the way that they did it, because I'm really interested to see on what kind of power I can make with the setup that I have, and the fact that they made that much power on a stock bottom end. And then all I can do from there is just keep building. I will eventually get this thing all done up, or another engine, depending on how long this one lasts. But I would like to have it bored, stroked, all fours internals. I want to be able to make a couple stupid decisions and not have the thing break on me halfway down the strip. So, but anyways, this one's for fun. I seen that article and let's give it a shot. It's work out really great too for everybody that's like weekend warrior racers, which most of the time I am. Don't have a whole lot of money to invest in something like this, and it takes time and money, as you guys know. So this would be real fun if we were able to go get something like this, pull it out of a junkyard, do a quick hone on it, run it for a weekend. So, but anyways, I'm gonna try to remember to get like a tally too of the parts that I paid for the bottom end of this thing. All the other stuff on the top end, the heads and all that, I can't really add, but the bottom end's gonna be definitely as budget as possible. So I'm gonna try to keep a tally on what I spent on that. But anyways, let's get this intake off and keep going. All right, got the lower intake off, and yes, she was roller cam equipped. So cool. It did. It saved us some money on this thing, so I don't have to worry about buying the retaining clips or the plates. All I gotta do now is just worry about some good push rods and all the other neat stuff I need. But before I get too excited, we still need to try this thing around a little bit more. So we'll go ahead and get the heads off then. Get the heads off, get the timing cover off, get the engine flipped around, get the oil pan off, start pulling, take a look at the cylinder walls, see what the main caps and the bearing caps, the rod bearing caps look like, and go from there. Come up with a parts list, and then, yeah, that'll... So, what am I doing, right? Get back to work. All right, heads are off. Ooh, so you get a nice little shot there. Yeah. Looking pretty clean. It's got a really, really, really small little lip at the top, but I think we can knock that out with a ball hone, or at least the three blade one. Then ball hone it really fast. But so far everything's looking promising. But yeah, so now I'm gonna get it turned over, get the oil pan off, get one of the main caps and rod bearing caps off. See the condition of those bearings, and then we'll get the timing cover off and get the cam out, see if we can't see the condition of the cam bearings, and kind of go from there. So, anyways, enough talking about it, right? Let's get to it. All right, got her all tore down, got everything out, got everything I want to keep over here on the bench. Crank, rods, pistons, lifters, everything else I don't want. Besides the engine block, of course, we are keeping that. But everything else is on the floor. I don't want that. So we're gonna kick it off to the corner. But anyways, taking it apart, everything looked good. We are going to replace the rod and main bearings. The rod bearings, that being the worst of them. Nothing looked like it was spun or nothing, but a little bit of copper showing on the rod bearings. So we are going to, since I'm doing the rod bearings, I'm just going to go ahead and replace the main bearings. Cam bearings looked okay. I don't see any major wear up in there, so that's good. But make sure to get everything cleaned up, get the new parts ordered. I don't know why I'm trying to say that, right? But so yeah, make sure I get everything ordered. We're gonna need gaskets, rings, bearings. I'll keep a tally of everything I spent on this bottom end, plus the cost of the bottom end, the Junkyard engine, which is just under $200, but I wrote $200 because of tax or whatever. I wasn't quite sure of that. But so yeah, I'll get the parts ordered. Next video you guys see, we'll be pushing this thing outside, getting it all cleaned up, getting it honed out and ready to put back together. Yeah, and get it ready to go back into the car. And of course, I've got to rebuild the heads that I had before, but that's also another video. But anyways, we'll get everything cleaned up on the next video. Thank you for watching. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Turn on notifications. That way I try to keep you up to date on what's going on here with this build and other stuff going on. We got that thing in the background. I'm going to pull that out later. And of course, a bunch of other stuff I like to work on around here. But anyways, like I said, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, turn on notifications. Thank you for watching. Leave a comment down below. Comments or suggestions. Helps me learn, helps me try to figure things out. So, but anyways, thank you for watching. I'll get you guys on the next one.